streaming of Amrita Business Innovation Challenge. Here, we will discuss why you should choose Amrita. Here, we have Dr. A.V. Shyam sir for conducting today's session. He currently serves as principal of Amrita School of Business, and he's headed the position from 2019. He's a fellow of IIM and IIM Kozhikode and has 20 years of experience in industry and academic. He's also an alumnus of Amrita School of Business. So now let's get into the program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Parvati. And good evening to all those who are present here. I'll just share my screen now. So I'm here to give you a brief talk about why you should choose Amrita School of Business for MBA. So as was said in the introduction, I have been an alumnus of this business school from the second batch, and I have been working here for about, in two stints for about 15 years. And I'm currently heading the school here at this Coimbatore. So I will begin by briefly discussing the industry expectations from current MBA graduates. So as you might already know, any business graduate from a good business school is expected to know the cutting edge knowledge and skills of his or her domain. So if you are specializing in a domain, you are supposed to be knowing the latest happenings in that area. And you should also be skilled enough. Communication skills are extremely important, both written as well as oral. So are higher order thinking skills. Nobody wants to hire an MBA graduate who just can remember, understand, and have only the lower order thinking skills. You should be able to apply things, analyze things, evaluate, create. So these are higher order thinking skills that has to be developed through the process of the MBA program. Further, it is also expected that you have an entrepreneurial mindset. This does not necessarily mean that you start an enterprise of your own right in the beginning, but in a sense, it is to be proactive to gauge business opportunities in whichever role you are occupying in the industry. Moving on, two timeless values that are of great importance to any organization is integrity and trustworthiness. So you might find that certain people take shortcuts and are successful, but please understand that in the long run, only those who work by values succeed. Okay, so you have to have the integrity and you should be trustworthy. And finally, any MBA graduate should be having the willingness and humility to be a lifelong learner. Things are changing very fast nowadays. So unless you keep abreast of the latest happenings, you will be bypassed. Now let's look at some points on what a business school can provide to its students, or from another angle, what a candidate should look for in a business school. So I have put together some few points here, not in any specific order, but I believe all of them are important. So let's start with the first one, which is the faculty. The quality of the faculty members in the business school is extremely important. Are they well qualified from good institutions in and around in India and abroad? Are they good in research? In other words, are they also knowledge creators in addition to being good knowledge disseminators? How many are there for the student's strength? All these are extremely important for a student to look at. Then, how good is the library, the books, the electronic resources that are available? is also very important because not everything can be taught in a class in an MBA program. So a lot of self work research has to be done by the students. So how good are the library resources on offer? Similarly, how good are the IT resources, internet connectivity in the academic premises as well as the hostels, the different softwares that are available, databases, and so on. Then how updated is the course content? What is the process of updation? Which are the stakeholders who are consulted while you are developing the course content? So is industry inputs taken? All these matter. What is the pedagogy used in the school? Is it only lectures, or do you use other methods like case and simulations, etc.? I'll speak more about it in subsequent slides. Then what is the academic infrastructure? How good are the classrooms, the discussion areas, etc.? Then how good is the industry connect offered by the institution? I'll speak about it further in the later slides. Now, not just being connected to the industry, is something extra on offer to better your industry readiness. This is over and above the curriculum that is offered in the MBA. If somebody is interested, is there scope for international exposure? Nowadays, students are expected to be socially aware. So are there opportunities to engage in extension activities? How good are the sports and games facilities offered by the institution? These are all important facets that one must consider while choosing a business school, because you have to have a healthy body to have a healthy mind. Are the hostel facilities good and adequate? Is the overall environment of the campus conducive to learning? How good is your peer group and the support that you will get as a student in the institution? So by peer group, you mean the other students? Are they from different states of the country? Are there international students who will be studying with you? Are there students from different backgrounds of education like engineering, arts, commerce, science, etc.? Unlike any other PG program, a lot of learning in MBA program happens through peer learning. So it is extremely important that the peer group be very good. Then, how does the institution fare in different ranking schemes, both national as well as international? Is the institution accredited by any accrediting body of repute? And finally, what are the placement opportunities that are offered by the institution? So these are some of the points that I've jotted down as the things that a business school can provide, or what a candidate should look for in a business school. Now let me move on and explain to you the different facilities that Amrita School of Business offers and how we fare on all these parameters. Now, to begin with, let me share the ASB mission statement with you. It goes to offer contemporary and quality postgraduate management education for life and living, emphasizing research, sustainable development, and societal benefits while engaging with key stakeholders. I spoke about the importance of faculty. So if you look at the faculty members that Amrita School of Business has, I have put together a sample of the institutions from which they have done their doctoral work. So you would find the Indian Institutes of Management and IITs from India, top institutions from the United States, then Europe, as well as Australia. So we have faculty members who have done their higher studies in the best institutions in India and abroad. Many of them have industry experience, and many of them are very good researchers. So they are knowledge creators in addition to being knowledge disseminators. We have one of the very good libraries in the business school sphere. These are some of the databases and journal resources that we have. So if you look at journal resources, we have subscriptions to EBSCO, ProQuest, Emerald, Science Direct, JSTOR, Sage, and so on. And we also subscribe to ProQuest database, CMIE database, Capital Line, and so on. These are some pictures of the spacious central library in the Amrita Coimbatore campus. Now coming to courses. At ASB currently, you have to complete 118 credits to successfully get the MBA degree. Out of that, you have 12 3-credit elective courses to be taken. Around 50 elective courses across different functional areas are on offer. So students get a very good variety of courses to choose from, depending on his or her taste. Now, for every course that we offer at ASB, there is a detailed course outline that is shared before the beginning of the course so that students can take an informed choice, especially for electives. So the course outline would contain the introduction to the course, what are the expected course outcomes, how these course outcomes map to the MBA program outcomes, how it is mapped to the Bloom's taxonomy, what is the pedagogy that is planned to be offered, session plan, what will be covered in each session of the course, different evaluation components, and finally, if there are textbooks, the list of those and the reading list. This is given for all courses offered in Amrita School of Business. Now coming to pedagogy, I was mentioning briefly at the beginning, we follow an eclectic pedagogy. Lectures are just one of those pedagogical methods that are used. We have case discussions, different group discussions, simulations, assignments, presentations, role plays, expert talks, mini projects, term papers, industry visit, etc. as part of the pedagogy. Coming to academic infrastructure, here I have shared with you the photograph of the Amrita School of Business Coimbatore building. We have a standalone building for the School of Business. These are some pictures from the interior of the building. You can see the lobby, classrooms, etc. here. So we have about 14 classrooms of various sizes, 3 conference rooms, discussion areas, etc., which are well suited for helping students to learn. We have a guest house with excellent facilities inside the campus. So if some guests have to come and stay, there are adequate facilities available. Our visiting faculty as well as some guest speakers, expert speakers, if they come, we can accommodate them in very good quality facilities. Talking about Industry Connect, we have MOUs with some industry associations. Here I have put a picture of us signing the MOU with the Coimbatore Management Association. In addition, we have a regular colloquia series, mostly once every week or definitely once per 2 weeks. There is a colloquia committee of students who handle this under the guidance of a faculty mentor. So we bring in entrepreneurs, senior industry executives, sometimes senior academicians to address the students on specific topics of interest. We have some industry representatives handling specific courses in our program. And there are some cases where within specific courses, certain sessions are handled by industry representatives. And there is a mandatory minimum 8-week summer internship program between the first and second years of the MBA program. So here are some pictures of people who have recently come to offer the colloquia series. On top left, you would see Lieutenant General Arun of the Indian Army. On the top right, you have an IAS officer who was in the Kerala cadre, Deputy Chief Secretary at that time. Bottom, you have a person, a professor from Middlesex University, Dubai, and another professor from the United States. I did mention about whether the institution offers facilities to be better industry ready. So we do offer industry certification opportunities as listed on the slide. You have opportunities to get certified in IBM, SPSS, Cognos, Six Sigma, CFA, NISM, IABF, etc. The model is like this. We offer the training free, but the students, if they want to take the certification, will have to pay for the certification to the corresponding certifying authorities. So it is purely optional for students, and there will be extra charges for the certification. We also have an academic alliance partnership with SAP. So students get an opportunity to work on SAP ERP software along with the Global Bikes Incorporated dataset. So that also makes them better industry ready. If they are going to an organization which has an ERP implemented, they are prepared to work on those systems. In addition, we have a Directorate of Corporate and Industry Relations at the university level. They start training the students on aptitude and soft skills right from the trimester 1. So this helps them be industry ready in a better manner. At least 2 alumni boot camps are held every year. Again, they will conduct mock interviews, GD sessions, etc. To make you better equipped to face placement interviews. Coming to international exposure, at ASB Coimbatore, you have an optional MBA MS dual degree program with IMT Business School in Paris. So the model is like this. You complete the 6 trimesters of MBA from Amrita and then spend 1 semester at IMT Paris, and you will get an MS in international management from there. So within 2.5 years, you will get 2 degrees, MBA from Amrita and MS from IMT. In addition, if you're not interested in a dual degree program and you're interested in some short duration visits for summer schools, we have tie-ups with some of these universities that are listed here. Again, this is purely optional, not mandatory. So here are some pictures of our students who have gone on summer schools. On top you find students at University of Twente, and below you have 2 pictures where students from foreign universities came to India on exchange visits. And we have ongoing collaboration, especially in the research domain, with several universities, some of which are listed here. This is just an indicative list. So many professors, eminent professors from these universities act as members of the research committees of our PhD students. They also take some sessions in our programs. Now coming to extension activities, we have a village outreach program that has been running for more than 15 years. There has been a disruption due to the pandemic now, but we will continue from now on. So this is again an optional program headed by one professor, Shobana, you can see in the top left picture. She has been spearheading this for so many years now. So every fortnight, some of our students go to the nearby village in Etimade, that is just outside the campus, and mingle with the underprivileged children there, help them in their studies, etc. And we also conduct celebrations for different festivals in the village. So this helps the student build societal awareness and be helpful to the less privileged in society. At the university level, we have a Live-in Labs program, which is an experiential learning program for sustainable development innovation and employs collaborative problem-solving skills. So our university is a multidisciplinary university. So we will have students from business school, medical school, engineering school, etc., can go and stay for a brief duration in some of these villages which are adopted by our parent institution, the Mata Amrita Mutt. They can spend some time there, try and find out some problems that the villagers might be facing. For example, it could be about marketing of a local produce that they are having. And we can also try and suggest some solutions that will help improve the livelihood of those villages. At the same time, students also gain a lot by watching and observing the sustainable practices that are followed by the villagers, which may not be evident to them when they are studying in cities. So these are some pictures of our business school students from Coimbatore who had gone on Live-in Labs program to different states of India. We have pictures here from Kerala, West Bengal, and Jharkhand. We also contribute to the Swachh Bharat campaign through our own Amala Bharatam campaign. These are some pictures of that. In addition, students regularly organize blood donation camps. They are also very active in disaster relief. So here on the right side, you have a picture of our students who contributed to the flood relief efforts when the nearby Kerala state was affected by floods a few years back. We have very good facilities in the hostels. These are some pictures of the hostel. All PG students are given single room accommodation. Currently, we have accommodation for more than 550 gents and more than 600 ladies. More hostels are being built currently. Hygienic and wholesome vegetarian food prepared in a semi-automated and centralized kitchen is served in the mess halls in the hostels. Now coming to sports and games facilities, these are pictures from the Coimbatore campus. We have a very large playground. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool overlooking the Western Ghats. These are some of the other outdoor sports facilities for cricket, basketball, hockey, volleyball, etc. Then indoor sports facilities. And very well-equipped gymnasiums. These are available separately for the at the hostels of men and women. Similarly, indoor sports facilities are available at both men's hostels and women's hostels separately. Now coming to the overall campus, we have a clean, green and serene campus. We have about a lush green campus of about 500 acres. And it is pollution-free, intoxicant-free. The Amrita Coimbatore campus has won the Swachh Campus Award twice in recent years. So you would find this to be a very conducive place for your studies. In alignment with our sustainable development goals, so, we do have solar panels atop almost all the buildings on the campus. Here I have shared a picture of the solar panels atop the Amrita School of Business building. This unit itself has a capacity of about 50 kilowatt. Now you're all participants in the Business Innovation Challenge. So what is the innovation ecosystem that the Amrita University provides? We have an Amrita Technology Business Incubator, which is ranked among the best in the country. And they have incubated successfully several startups. So if you have an idea, we have a ready-made setup inside the university, which will help you nurture it further. As far as courses are concerned, there is a core course on innovation and entrepreneurship, which every MBA student goes through. And those who are interested have additional electives like innovation and business plan development for entrepreneurship. As part of our colloquia series, we bring in successful entrepreneurs and executives regularly to address the students and instill the entrepreneurship and innovation culture. We encourage our students to participate in different business plan contests. So 2 years back, our Coimbatore Amrita School of Business team won the national first prize in the IMA Student Business Plan Contest conducted by the All India Management Association. We also have strategy simulations conducted every year as part of the strategic management course. And similarly, there are different simulations conducted as part of elective courses like investment analysis and portfolio management, quantity equity portfolio management, etc. In addition, from last year at ASP Coimbatore, we have subscribed to Harvard Business Simulations also. So these simulation games conducted in a competitive environment also nurtures the spirit of competition and innovation among the students. Another unique aspect that I would like to highlight is the Sustainability Literacy Test, which is organized by the Higher Education Sustainability Initiative of the United Nations. SELI test is designed to measure and improve sustainability literacy. So I am happy to share that the Amrita School of Business is the only Indian institution to appear in the SELI test report. Our students manage, plan, organize, and execute a national level management fest every year. It is called Pragati. Last year, due to the pandemic, it was done in an online mode. We also celebrate different festivals on campus to encourage teamwork and camaraderie among students. So here I have shared some pictures of the Onam, Holi and Diwali celebrations at Amrita School of Business. Gokulashtami is celebrated in a grand manner in all Amrita campuses. So here are some pictures of the Gokulashtami celebrations where you can see the School of Business students in action. Students organize Teachers' Day celebrations every year. These are some pictures from the Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations at our building. We also celebrate the International Day of Yoga. And recently, as part of the 75th anniversary of independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, there was a campaign across India for conducting 75 crores Surya Namaskars. So our campus also participated in that in an excellent manner. In fact, right from the orientation program at the beginning of the MBA program, inputs on yoga and meditations are given to the students, and those who are interested will continue to practice them. We also observe the Constitution Day as mandated by the government and the UGC. So here you can see pictures of the speeches from the Parliament being beamed, and there was a short quiz conducted for our students on this occasion. Now coming to rankings and accreditations, these are some third-party validations of the quality of our processes and programs. So I am happy to share that recently the Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham University has been accredited with the highest rank A++ by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. We are ranked the 5th best university in India by the National Institute Ranking Framework. We are among the very few private institutions which has been recommended for grant of the Institute of Eminence status by UGC. And we have also done very well in the international rankings like the QS World University Rankings, Time Higher Education University Rankings, etc. And recently in 2021, the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, we have come out as #1 in India. Now coming to the business school, ASB Coimbatore is accredited by AACSB, which is considered the gold standard in business school accreditations across the globe. So this is a stamp of quality by a third party on the processes that we follow at the business school in teaching, learning, and research. Now, finally, coming to placement opportunities. If you look at last year, we have had more than 110 companies that came for placements. And as far as this year's placement is concerned, at the end of February, more than 85% of the batch has already been placed. You must appreciate that the placement opportunities can be given by bringing companies from different domains, offering different roles, etc. But it is also a function of how well you perform and how well you have equipped yourself in the 2 years of the program that will give you the best openings. So this year we have had the highest salary of more than 19 lakhs. And if you look at the top 10% of the batch, they have an average of about over 11 lakh per annum. So more than 85% of the batch has already been placed, as I said, and we hope to wrap it up by the end of this month. So with these words, I conclude now. I hope that you have got a good understanding of what the industry expects from a business school graduate, what a candidate should look for in a business school, or what a business school can offer. And I have also laid before you on those parameters how the Amrita School of Business fares. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing this valuable information. It's really amazing. So here we have some questions asked by the students. First one is, so let's get into the Q&A section. And first question is, which campus will the winner be allotted after getting the fee waiver?
So, I mean, as part of the innovation challenge, I think it is the Amritapuri and Kochi campuses. But if you are interested to apply to any campus, you can apply online through our portal. And based on the test score, you will get scholarships. There is likelihood of getting scholarships in the different campuses, including Coimbatore. I can see from the chat what specializations of MBA are available from Amrita School of Business. Currently, we have specializations in. I can see from the chat what specializations of MBA are available from Amrita School of Business. Currently, we have specializations in. Currently, we have specializations in 5 areas: marketing, finance, human resources, operations management, and information systems and analytics. This is true for all the 4 campuses of the School of Business.
So next question is, are the classes online or offline for Amrita?
So during the pandemic, we had to shift online, but as far as Coimbatore is concerned, we have brought back all the students. It's being done on offline now. both the first year and second year students are on campus now. I think different campuses have different schedules of bringing them back. I'm not very sure about the other campuses as far as this aspect is concerned, but I can surely say Coimbatore, we have brought all the students back now. We are running offline.
Sir, how can we prepare for this challenge?
This Amrita Business Innovation Challenge. You will have to revise your business fundamentals and also score well on the quantitative aspects to ace this round. So there are two elimination rounds. One is the online quiz, and then the further rounds will be there where you will have to do a, a simulation round. Both are elimination rounds.
So, one more question. How can I prepare for this challenge?
I think that is what I just now answered, that you would have to revise your business fundamentals to tackle especially that simulation part, and then your quantitative skills also should be brushed up.
Okay, thank you for this wonderful answer, sir. Again, I'm thanking all of you for joining us and wishing you all the very best. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.